Smell plugs, Kanye shrug, hitting numbers that matter.
Chinatown, and even like closer, like Norristown has a lot of Mexicans, like, and that's close to Philly, and so they all support each other. Like they popping up with they corner stores and stuff, and that's where they go. Like they they got a laundromat, they all at that laundromat. If they got a store, and that's where they go. So I just feel like we need to open up our own corner stores. We need to open up our own laundromats, and everybody should patron those places.
Wow. That's a good point. So you said we got to take that unity to another level.
Yeah, because that's what they do. They support their own. They're not going out and supporting others.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to put you on the spot. With black women, what do you think is the main issue as far as the sisterhood getting closer with each other, the sisters? What's a New Year's resolution for the sisters?
I feel like the sisters, they just need to come together and just not be in competition so much, because I feel like we're in competition too much. Like in my own personal experiences, if I'm doing something, I've had somebody say, oh, like, well, why are you doing that? Questioning me. And then when I tell them what I'm doing, it's like, oh, like, it's kind of like shade a little bit. And then later they're like, oh, well, how did you do that?
I feel you. A little bit too much competition. Wow. I can feel you on that. So we're going to see you at the grand opening.
You know I'll be there. I told you I'm trying to be the reading teacher.
Oh, that's right. But did you send your resume yet?
I send it.
Okay. You sent it or you sending it?
Oh, I send it.
All right, whatever. You ain't send it. Send it. Send the resume.
Send it or not?
No, I didn't send it, but I will.
All right, I'm looking for it.
It'll be there. Send your...
Say that again.
I said send your resume.
Cut it out. Bye, Sophie.
Bye.
All right. That's my good friend, Sister Sophie. Yes, she's black. Goodness gracious. Who we got next? Man. I couldn't show y'all some of the people in my family. My goodness, y'all really think they're not black. You know how many light-skinned, super light brights I got in my family? Ramses, what's going on, bro?
It's going good. I just want to ask you something, man. Well,
no problem. Ask you. Where you at?
I'm in Atlanta right now.
Well, ATL.
Metro type thing.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, so first of all, I'll just say I'm Nicaraguan and Puerto Rican.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say thank you so much for spreading the message to young people.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Myself saying, you know, what it is to be black. And messages about being Pan-Africanism and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
It's really helped me a lot, to, you know, because as a, you know, you say not to say it, but as like a mixed person, you can't really say you're mixed. You got to choose one side or the other. And that helped me so much, like, because I just be telling all my black friends, like, the stuff about Pan-Africanism and, like, you know, Garveyism. I got into that so much recently.
Yo, that's crazy that he said that. So, I was watching a show called Mixed-ish, starring, I believe, Diana Ross's daughter. I believe her name is Elise Ross or Ellis Ross or something like that. But anyways, it's called Mixed-ish. And on this show, she starts off growing up on a covet, or she was in a cult pretty much with her parents. Her mother and her father were married, a black woman, white man, had mixed kids. So the coven ended up getting raided. They have to go live in reality. They couldn't live in their own little spot no more. They had to go get a house and get jobs and live in reality. So the kids, they're all light-skinned with kind of curly hair, right? So when they go to school, they're looked at as being mixed. So in the beginning, so it's three of them. So one of them picks, they all pick their sides, right? So little boy, he picks the black dudes. He starts hanging out with the black guys. Big gold chain. It was funny. Big gold chains, leather jackets. The other little girl, she goes and starts hanging out I want to say really with the, they never really showed any race because the little girl's little. So I guess she just went and hung out with like the cool little kids, whatever. But the oldest, she's light skinned, and her whole situation at one point in time was, I got to pick a side. Now I never thought about that when it came to mixed individuals. Like they really have to pick a side, but I guess they really do have to pick a side. Like, yo, you can't be like mixed is not a side. Like you either gonna claim that you black or you're gonna claim that you white. And then whatever one you do, you gotta stick with it. So it's crazy though that he says that, because like I said, I just seen this episode. I think I seen this yesterday, where she literally was like, I got to pick a side. And I was like, wow, I never, because I'm black, so I never had to pick a side. But for light-skinned people, I never even thought, I would never fathom that they literally had to go in and really pick a side. I thought they just went with the side that they felt the most. That's what I'm thinking. Like, all right, well, if you got a black father and a white mother, then you probably going to feel the white mother side the most, so you probably going to go with the white mother. Same thing for black mother. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, yeah, I just never thought mixed people had to choose. But they really do.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, those are all my heroes. They've been my heroes for years now, but I've been watching you for about a year. I'm subscribed to all your stuff. And I just really appreciate the message and, you know, black power type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Black power, brother.
Appreciate you. There's a brother by the name of Arthur Schomburg. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
I want you to research him.
Okay.
Arthuro, Arthuro Schomburg, Schomburg. He was an African Puerto Rican, very close friend with Marcus Garvey. And he founded the largest collection of African documentation in the world. And it's in New York City. And it's known as the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Life. You have to visit it. It's part of the New York City public library system.
I used to live.
Oh, you used to live in New York?
Yeah, I used to live in Brooklyn. I moved to Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to check him out. Arthur Schomburg, Puerto Rican African, identified with his African roots, and he was one of the first black men to systemically study our history. He was one of the first ones to do it. And he was doing it before Carter G. Woodson. But Carter G. Woodson got named Father of Black History because he had a PhD from Harvard. So since he went to Harvard, he was given that title. But Arthur Schomburg was studying black history before Carter G. Woodson, and he used to write for Marcus Garvey's Negro World newspaper. So you want to check out Arthur Schomburg, major African Puerto Rican, major.
Got you. And one more thing. I went to, like I'm on vacation right now, and like the last day of school, we have a ROTC guy, like the major. I went in there because I had like much free time, and he's black. And he asked me, would you ever join a ROTC? And I was like, I don't know. I don't really align with the ideals of being of America and stuff like that. Even though I could do it, like I was like, nah, I can't do it because military and like stuff like that. I want to be like a revolutionary.
Yes,
and like, I want to start my own institutions like you. I feel like a lot of young people are really looking up to you. So just, I really hope that you just never stop, ever stop. You know,
never go stop. I'm doing it for y'all, bro. Never.
Got you. And I want to send my kids to your school, like, you know what I'm saying? No snow bunnies. No snow bunnies.
No snow bunnies.
No snow bunnies.
Taking no babies until you out of school and you got your wife too, all right?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, bro.
All right,
nice
peace.
Talking to you, man. Stay in touch. All
Stay
right,
safe, Umar.
Yes, sir. All right, God. He was cool. Wow, so many young people. FDMG grand opening going to be off the hook. FDMG grand opening going to be off the hook. Remember, you have until 11:59 p.m. on December the 31st. You have until 11:59 p.m. December the 31st. You have until 11:59 p.m. December the 31st to make your donation if you plan on coming to the grand opening. Food, music, fellowship, games,
I got to get there, guys. I don't know if you guys have been, but I definitely want to go. I'm probably gonna try to make a trip there this year. Go out there and check him out. I've had him on our podcast a couple times. I'll be posting that interview maybe later on this week. But yeah, love Dr. Umar. Love what he represents. And this was just a good conversation about mixed races. And like I said, I never knew they had to pick. But yes, if you're mixed, you got to pick sides. So that's crazy, but that's new info. So if you don't know, now you know. Once again, www.blackfathersofcleveland.com. Really appreciate the love. You can go there to make donations. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so all your donations are tax-free. Once again, we appreciate the love. Peace.